So, I'm going to talk about how my choices about technologies and the ways of working helping me develop as a professional. So, I learned a ton in this class about technology, more than I realized, and I didn't know a lot about I knew about student-led learning, but I just wasn't interested because I came from more a traditional background. Um, but I'm now my stances have changed so much on how I perceive me being a teacher, about me being professional at it. Um, I really do like the student led learning. There's so many aspects of it that I really like, but these are my main ones. So from the blended learning, sorry. So it says to move forward towards personalized learning, there must be time for teachers and students to learn about how the students learn best. So my big thing about being a teacher is that you need to get to know your students. You need to be that role model for them. Because once you get to know your students, you get to know how they learn best and what worked for them. Um, I knew going into this class what worked best for me, working by myself and reading, not collaborating. That's how I work. But I know other students struggle with it. They like doing collaborative learning. They like doing a teamwork learning. And being a teacher, you should just know that about your students. I also really liked from Amplified that they talk about we just don't teach students knowledge or skills. We teach them how to build emotional and relation healthy learning in a community. Because being in a classroom, you are a community with your students. They look up to you and they see you every day. They see you 8 hours a day. And I think that this really opened my eyes to build myself a better person, to work on things that I need to work on. um, I also like how they talk about and amplified including your students in the classroom decisions, because I know being a traditional student, it's super hard when you don't understand a lesson, when you don't understand what's going on, because there's no diversity, there's no creativity in your classroom. And so I really I have a big belief that if students can be creative as much as they can in in a time frame, in a small thing, they have different choices, they can learn their own way. And I know as a teacher, they're getting what they need from me. Um, and talking about my last reading, I really liked going again, process open new spaces for possibility by exploring current spaces. And that was from Davis. You need to give your students more room to grow, and in the quote from what you pay attention to grows. And I feel if you give them more of a process to grow, how you Katrina gave us to grow, I definitely think that I would succeed as a teacher. I definitely learned more about myself professionally than I did the past year. I do believe in differentiation and creativity in my classroom. I do believe making everything a community, because obviously, kids see you, like I said, 8 hours a day, and you're their role model for a year, for 9 months. So that is the main stuff that I really learned this class.